Now let's start building up that scene. What we're going to do is we're going to drag the guy rig into the scene. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the guy rig itself and then drag it in. And you can see as we drag it in, it kind of goes wherever it wants. So it just kind of floats somewhere out here. So that's actually not what I want to do. So what I want to do is actually drag the guy rig into the hierarchy over here. And then it drops it right in the origin of the scene, which is good for what I wanted to do. I wanted to just start that animation and happen right here. Now I'll be able to maybe click on the sun or that directional light. Maybe I can play with the attributes here. Maybe I can make it a little bit more off to the side and a little bit more sunset, which is really cool. The camera, if I select on it, looks like we're looking at the back side of our character here. If I come over here and drag it forward, yeah, it's the back side. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to move this over here and rotate that around until we actually see our character. Put them in the middle. The other thing I'm going to do with the camera, as the camera's being selected, I'm going to come down to field of view, and I'm just going to kind of play with that so you can actually see that I'm actually making it a little bit tighter for the animation. There we go. That looks good. The other thing I'm going to do now is put down a ground plane. So to do that, you need to go back to the hierarchy over here and go to create. And under create, you want to create a 3D object. Now it's kind of going off screen here, so I'm going to have to grab the edge of Unity here and drag it over. And I'll just go to create 3D objects, and you can see you can make a bunch of primitives, trees. There's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do. But right here, we just want a simple ground plane. So we'll just hit plane, and there it is. And by default, it already comes in kind of wonky also. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag this back to where it needs to be. There we go. And I'm going to make sure that the plane is selected. I'm going to come over to the inspector and I'm going to go to transform, and the position I'm going to set X, Y, and Z to 0, and that should help with that. I'm just going to use the tab key to go to the next one. Nope, it's not working. It's just, I guess I have to actually select it and hit 0, and then I'll go to the Z and type in 0. And there he goes. Now the ground plane is at the feet of my character. That looks good. Alright, so now I've set up the camera, set up down a simple floor, set up the light, and there's one more thing we need to do is actually attach the animation control, the animator control, to the actual rig that's in our scene. So to do that, we need to actually select the guy rig, and then we come over to the inspector and we go to animator. And right now we can see avatar is going to be that guy rig, but you can see controller, there's none. So nothing is for that real-time animator control. So we need to put something in there. So we go over to the options box, hit that button. There's only one that we made, so we just double click on that one and that loads it in. Now we're ready to play our scene. So what I'm going to do is just come over to the playback button right up here at the top. I'm just going to hit play, and it takes about a minute, and then boom, there it goes. So now it's going to go through all the animations that we set up inside that character control. And there it is. Pretty cool, right? So the other thing I did was I also set maximize on play. So when it actually hit the play button inside of Unity, it actually takes up the full screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up to the top and I'm going to hit that play button one more time, and it's going to drop that down, and I'm going to go over to where it says game. I'm going to select that game and then make sure that maximize on play is turned on, so when I actually hit the play button, it actually takes up a good chunk of the screen. So that's how I was able to make it go full screen like that. At this point, it's a good time to save. So I'll go up to File. Oh, looks like it's going off screen. I'm just going to drag this over. I'm going to go to File, and I'll say Save Scene As, and then it will save it into the Unity project under the Assets folder. Just name it whatever you need the project to be. So from this project, it's going to be 325 game last name first name .unity. Hit Save, and then you've got the project save. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make a Unity package. So we're going to go to Assets, and we're going to say Export Package. And here it's going to go through the scene, find the Unity scene, all the controller, the animation controller, all the different FBXs that were used to make the animation, and the materials. You just say Export, and then you say, okay, where are you going to send it? Just name it again appropriately, and then hit Save. And then it will make that package. So here it is. And if you wanted to open it up and make sure it had everything correctly in it, you could go back to Assets, and then you can say Import Package, Custom Package. Now, it's just going to, if I open this up, it's just going to say I already have everything in there. But that's how you're going to save that out and turn it in. I just want that package. Now, if you actually wanted to make a quick little game out of this and have it viewable as an executable, what you can do is, I'll drag this down, go to File, and you can just do the basic build and run. So it's really basic settings to do this, and you just hit that and it will build out, and it will give you a little bit of a custom menu to say what resolution do you want it to be. Is it windowed or full frame? What's the graphics quality? Is it going to be ultra or low? And what screen is it going to display on? And then you just hit play, and it's going to go in there and start playing your animation. So this is a great way for you to record your animation using any video capture or screen capture software you might have. Again, you can use OBS to capture this, so I'll show you this really quickly on how to do it. But I did want to show you the files associated with this. So here's all the files you're going to need to make sure this runs. So again, all these files need to be on the same directory, and then you just hit this, and it'll reopen this package up again. So I'll just click that, double click. It gives you that same menu, and just hit play, and there it is. So that's how easy that is. Now you can use some video capture software to capture the screen for our animation. Again, you can use OBS, Open Broadcaster, which is available in the labs. And if you need any help with it, either talk to one of the instructors in the class, or you can grab any other free video capture software that's out there on the web. There's lots of different ones to choose from. So basically that is the process from cleaning up your motion capture data, getting it ready for export out of MotionBuilder, bringing it in the Uni, setting up the avatar, and attaching all of the FBX separate animations to that avatar, and then basically setting up a simple scene and basically building a really simple game to run your actual game animations. All right, guys, talk to you later.